This is our 2003 Four Winds 28-foot long camper. It's a C-Class. It definitely has its share of problems. But one of the biggest problems to me and to the wife is definitely the front seats. The rear bumper could be sprayed and it needs a really good outside cleaning. Now there are chapters, so feel free to skip around. Look at this nice vintage look here. 2003. Yep. Don't understand the patterns, but that seat is like sprung. It's super uncomfortable and you just sink right in. And I went on to Marketplace. I found these 2025 seats, brand new. And I actually got them for $400. And one thing that's good about the Econo line, they really haven't changed much, especially the bolt patterns down below. Yes, it will directly bolt on and swap out. But that plug, on the other hand, well, let's just say luckily I tested out the seatbelt. That seatbelt compatibility is not there. So in the video, we will be replacing these. So stay tuned for that. And these seats have been sitting in the back here for about 8 months now. So I figure it's time to get to it. I got help from Mrs. Biped and daughter Biped to get those in there. And first thing we're going to do is remove the bolts. It's better if you try to move the seat forward as far as possible. And these are, I believe, T55s for the front. And yes, being one-legged here has its challenges. I'm my own crew, by the way. Most of the time, I do everything by myself. That includes videography. So yeah, it's definitely a struggle. So we're going to remove the seatbelt here with the T50, and it's just one bolt. And then we're going to remove just this one bolt that's holding this corner down to the rail. No need to remove anything else, because then we are going to take a pry bar and just fish the wire through. And you're going to need to remove those Christmas trees, by the way. And that's for both seats. And this is actually almost the same process for both seats. And then once you're done with it, just throw this darn thing away. Remove all the Christmas trees, unfasten your fabric, take a 10mm socket, remove this bracket that's holding this on, and then we're going to take a pry bar and remove the wire. And just like the old seat, we are going to remove the bolt here that holds the pre-tensioner on. Believe it or not, everything just lines right up. Now we're going to just line up our wire on the top, take our pry bar, and just fish the wire down into the cavity below. I'm not going to use any zip ties or anything. We're going to put our bracket back on and our 10mm bolt, and then we're just going to fasten in place. It's pretty darn easy. Then just go ahead and snap your fabric back on. Now the only thing that really didn't line up are the Christmas trees, so you have to use some zip ties or something to just secure your wiring. And go ahead and torque down to manufacturer spec your pre-tensioner and fish your wire along. And that's pretty easy. Know what else is easy? Ordering PCBs from PCBWay. Are you looking for a PCB manufacturer? Are you looking for rigid, flexible PCBs? Are you looking for them to assemble them for you? Well, they can. And they also offer other services such as 3D printing, injection molding, and CNC. Heck, they even have a community section where you could buy a project and assemble it on your own. If you're looking for any of these services, please reach out to PCBWay. For some reason, it was very difficult to get this seat in. I don't know why. It was just, I was on the struggle bus literally with this one. And so I was trying to pull it in. Instead, I decided, okay, let's just sit on the ground and then push it in. However, during my nice little challenge here, I kind of scuffed up the side there along our driveway. So I took a magic eraser and I just scrubbed it and scrubbed and scrubbed, and I finally got it to an acceptable level. I mean, this is a 2003, so I'm going to use the 10-foot rule on this as well. Don't forget to plug in your pre-tensioner, and then we're going to fasten down the bolts. And per Gemini, it says about 35 foot-pounds of torque, but you're following these instructions at your own risk. So make sure you do a lot of ugga-duggas just to make sure that everything's nice and secure. And yeah, and that's about it for the passenger side. And it's just going to be a rinse and repeat for the driver's side. And again, that plug looks like it should just work, but unfortunately the pre-tensioner seatbelts don't line up. I'm surprised that this spring isn't broken, because when you sit in it, you just sink. And the floor underneath, very clean. I mean, nothing except for a tag and the bolts from removing the seat. And that's the wiring for self-leveling jacks. Yeah, for a 2003, not too bad. And here's the final results. I really like them. These seats are so much more comfortable, and yes, we will be doing more upgrades to this camper later on, so stay tuned to see more of that. But yep, the wife tested it and it's wife approved. So let's continue on. Now for one of the biggest eyesores for this whole camper. Now we've owned this for about 12 years and this bumper has always looked like garbage. Just rust everywhere. Of course, it's gotten worse over the years. I think it's about time that I address this. I've been putting it off for 12 years. So I think that we are going to do the 10-foot rule with this. Nothing special, just get rid of the rust and a lot of the white with a grinder. So let's go ahead and get that going right now. Got my nice Harbor Freight grinder there. It is a Hercules, so it's the better one, of course. And I should have done a bigger flapper wheel on this because I didn't know that it had different sizes. But nevertheless, I'm just getting rid of almost everything that I can and making everything nice and smooth, especially getting rid of all the rust. Now, you'll notice that I'm not really going behind there or that much underneath. Again, we are going for the 10-foot rule here. It just needs to look good from a distance. Nothing more, nothing less. And let's go ahead and blow off all the dust and debris on there. And then I did wipe it down, of course, afterwards. Now I know that all the people that do body work and spray painting for a living, they're going to be cringing right now. I'm just a DIY guy. I'm just putting on some primer, 2 coats, and then I'm going to put 2 coats of gloss black. That's it. I'm not doing anything more. I'm not doing anything less. This is the 10-foot rule of how it looks. Again, this is a 2003 camper that we take to off-road parks. So it just needs to look okay from a distance. And I think I achieved that. Sure, there's pitting in the crash bar. That's fine. This is a piece of just metal tubing. It's going to look probably like garbage in a couple years. But I believe I achieved what I wanted to, and that is the 10-foot rule. It looks pretty darn good. So next is to clean the outside. I am not sponsored by them. I just found this online. Slick Products. Let's just see if it works. And yes, this thing is filthy. It sits in storage for, I would say, good 9 months out of the year. And yeah, this is how it looks when we take it out of storage. Absolutely beautiful. So what we're going to do is we are going to spray foam it first. Yep. Get it all nice and done here. And then I have a brush extension with a bucket. And yep, this just takes me a while. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. Good thing there's really no plumber's crack for you to watch, because I would not want to see myself on camera also with plumber's crack. So just go ahead and taking my pressure washer, nothing powerful, it's just a 1900 PSI Ryobi, and I'm just pressure washing the sides. And so far so good. Now the back, you will definitely see a lot better result because it's closer up. And again, just using the foam and the brush, and I have the same soap in the bucket, and I'm just periodically dipping it in there. And now I'm just using the pressure washer to rinse it all off. And wow, I gotta say, camper is starting to look pretty darn okay. Now this camper is 23 years old, and yes, I do notice that, well, the camper shell itself is a little bit more yellow than white. It is what it is. But this is just about getting it nice and clean and presentable. And this soap does a great job, along with the brush, of course, and the pressure washer. And I'm a little tired at this point. I almost fell over a couple times here towards the front, but overall, so much cleaner. It actually is a lot more presentable. Now, I never ask this in almost any of my videos. If you could please subscribe to my content, that would be absolutely amazing. And hit that bell notification. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And there will actually be more content like this on my channel. So I really appreciate you tuning in to Tripod's Garage. Please have a wonderful day, evening, or weekend, or whenever you decide to watch this video. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you again on Tripod's Garage.